Welcome back to my channel, Ragamuffins. My name is Raggy Rog, and today I am bringing you the next video in an ongoing series in which I take all of the Pokemon from every individual gen of Pokemon thus far, and I determine whether or not I would actually eat them. Yes, I am a monster for considering this. Some Pokemon, they just look tasty to me, you know, and I feel like for a lot of people that might be the case as well. But today I am going to get right into it, and I'm going to make determinations as to whether or not I would absolutely eat them, if I might try this Pokemon. If I were forced to, I would eat this Pokemon. If it were a Pokemon I just would not eat, or if the Pokemon is literally inedible. Now, that one's pretty easy to figure out. But in today's video, if you can't tell by the Pokemon down here below, we are actually doing Gen 6 today. So that is all of the Pokemon that were introduced in Pokemon X and Y. So without further ado, we are just going to get into it, and it's going to be pretty rapid fire. But as you can see, there are actually not that many Pokemon that were introduced in Gen 6. So it's actually going to be probably a bit shorter than most of the videos from this series, but we'll see how we go. In any case, not wasting any more time, would I eat Chespin? That is a hard one, and I will say it if I were forced to, because I love Chespin, and as for Quilladin, same story, different reasons though. Chestnut, I have no reason to deny that I could eat him, and I don't think he's poisonous or anything, so there you go. As for Fennekin, oh my god, okay. When it comes to the being forced to situation, I like to think of it like maybe I'm in like a survival situation, or I'm at gunpoint or something. Just any, like if there were any rationale that could be applied in a niche situation that would make me want to eat a Pokemon, or have to eat a Pokemon, then that'll do. But as for Fennekin, like I feel like he just makes it in there because I really don't want to eat him. But then, okay, but it's a different rationale when we get to Brazen and Delphox. I would not eat them. And the reason is because they are too much like people. They are upright, they've got like hands with thumbs and stuff, and elbows. Like they are, as soon as a Pokemon starts getting too similar to a person, I can't do that. Then we have Froakie, Frogadier, and Greninja, and Ash form Greninja as well. I feel like they are all going to be the same rating. I'm going to put them in might try, because like apparently you can eat frog. That's the thing, frog legs, you know. I don't think I would love it, but like a morsel is not going to kill me, I'm pretty sure. So there you go. Then we've got, I think it's Bunnelby and Diggersby. And okay, here's my rationale. I might try Bunnelby. I'm pretty sure that's his name. Don't at me if I'm getting it wrong. We're at the gen now where things are starting to get blurry for me. But now we've got Diggersby, and if I were forced to, I would eat Diggersby. He looks dirty, he looks muddy, he looks gross. I feel like I could actually get sick eating him, just because there is probably dirt in every orifice of his body. So there you go. Now we've got Fletchling, Fletchinder, and Talonflame, and I just absolutely would eat them. Doesn't matter what kind of bird they are based on. If it is a bird, there's a much higher chance that I'm just going to absolutely eat it. Then we have Scatterbug, Spupa, and Vivian. Scatterbug, you know, okay, because all three of these Pokemon are connected to Spupa, I just would not eat them. Spupa, if only for its name, sounds disgusting to me, and because the other two are associated with it, no, they must all taste the same. That's my logic. Then we got Litleo. I couldn't eat Litleo. Pyroar, if I were forced to, you know, I wouldn't eat a baby lion, and if I had to eat like a fully grown lion, I guess I could. As for, okay, this one's interesting because we got Flabebe, Florges, and Floette. That's the middle stage one. I'm not sure. Like, I feel like messing with like what is essentially just a pure fairy type Pokemon is like bad luck. But I don't know. I don't think you could eat the flower, right? But the Pokemon itself, if oh, you know what? Okay, I would try them. I would try all three of them. As for Go-Go and Skiddo, yeah, you know what? I would eat them. That's just goat. It's just goat and comes with a salad. I would eat that. I've eaten goat before, and that's all they are, really. So, sorry. Pancham and Pangoro. Okay, if only for ethical reasons, I'm not going to eat them. They are pandas. And I know that, like, Pancham and Pangoro are not endangered, but real-life pandas are endangered, and I just think too much about that. Furfru? No. I don't want to eat a poodle. Esper? No, you know, okay, I don't want to eat a cat, but, like, Esper is so small and meek and mysterious, that's like, I would feel a lot better not even trying. As for Meowstic, male and female, there's not really a lot of difference in the determination here. I guess if I were forced to. They seem less innocent than Esper, and that makes sense. Okay, so now we've got... Don't at me if I say any of these guys' names wrong, but we've got Honedge, Doublade, and Aegislash in both his, like, battle and shield form. And they are all literally inedible. These ones I love when they're inedible. It's very easy to make a decision. They are a steel type, a sword you can't eat that. You could swallow a sword, you can't eat it. Then we got Spritzy and Aromatizzy. I might try them, hey? Like, I don't know what they're supposed to be, but, like, they look like cotton candy. And who also looks like cotton candy, we have Swirlix and Slurpuff. And you know what? I think I absolutely would eat them because they are obviously desserts. So I would eat them. Okay. Inkay and Malamar. I don't think you should eat these guys. I don't think they're poison. I think they're dark types. They're dark psychic types, I think. So it's like they're not poisonous, but like there's something about them that's like Monkey Brain says don't eat them. Okay, this is Binacle and Barbracle, and mostly they're rock. But there are fleshy bits, but I'm just gonna say I think they're just straight up inedible. What if there are any fleshy bits on this thing, you probably can't eat it anyway. As for Skrelp and Dragalge, these guys are actually poison types. So if you can eat them, you probably shouldn't eat them. I wouldn't want to eat Dragalge anyway. Dragalge is one of my favorite Pokemon. We've got... I think it's Clawitzer and Clauncher? I'm gonna look this up real quick. Yeah, absolutely. It's Clauncher and Clawitzer. So these guys are just shellfish. So I would try them. Shellfish is very, like, hit or miss for me. If I've never tried it before, then I'm very nervous to try. Which is weird, because I'm not allergic. I'm just, like... I know people get sick from eating shellfish pretty easily. Then we have Heloptile and Heliolisk. I don't know how to say the first one's name. They're a frill-necked lizard, essentially. Well, Heliolisk is, at least. I guess if I were forced to, I could eat these guys. Then we got Tyrant and Tyrantrum, and they are rock. So, no, you can't eat them. I know that Amora and Aurorus are also rock type, but like they look a little more fleshy. But I don't think I would eat them. They just... Because this is an ongoing thing with the fossil Pokemon as well. It's like, I see a fossil Pokemon and it's like, no, they are ancient. There's probably something in their biology that will make me sick. Then we got Sylveon, and okay. Again, with the fairy types, like, I feel like fairy types can probably feel a little safer around me. Like, I don't think we have found a fairy type yet that I would just absolutely eat. Unless I just told a lie and Swirlix and Slurpuff are fairy types. If they are, then that throws that whole theory in the water. I was going to say that fairy types probably are safer from me than from being eaten, but like that's clearly a double standard based on what they look like. Hawlucha, he is a bird, but like he doesn't look very appetizing. I will say I would try him. He might surprise me. Dedenne? No. He is a tiny cute mouse, and also he is a rodent. Remember that. Carbink? You can't eat Carbink. Then we got Gumi, Sliggoo, and Goodra, including his Hisuian forms. Um, he's just a dragon type. Like, I have to remind myself that. I always get to thinking that he's like a poison type. He is not. He just looks like one. And I don't think I would eat any of these forms. He's meant to be like a giant, like, snail slug thing, and that just does not sound appealing to me at all. So, there you go. Then we got Klefki. He's a set of car keys. You can't eat him. Phantom and Trevenant. Okay. Ghost type. Tree. I feel like you cannot eat Phantom or Trevenant. So I'm just going to put them there. Then, the other Ghost Grass types that were introduced in the exact same gen, we've got Pumpkaboo and Gourgeist. And, like, okay, they are ghosts, but they are also pumpkin. And I would say I would try. I might try Pumpkaboo and Gourgeist. I know a lot of people would just go, like, stampede straight for the absolutely would eat section, but, like, pumpkin, it's not my favorite food. I can eat it, I will eat it, but, like, I have never willingly sought out pumpkin. I will tell you now. That is a lie. My wife's pumpkin pie is thebomb.com. You heard it here first, folks. Then we got Bergmite. I think that's his name. He is ice. You could probably, like, melt him down, drink him. I don't know. I'm just going to say literally inedible, and same for Avalugg. I've heard people say it's pronounced Avaluge, which makes sense because he kind of looks like a luge, but, like, I don't know. He's kind of a big old lug too, so you never know. Noirbat and Noirvern. I'm pretty sure I said those names correctly. Don't at me. The ongoing rule in this series is we do not eat bat. So, there you go. We do not eat bat. Now we're up to the legendary Pokemon. We've got Xerneas, Yveltal, and Zygarde. And they are like the cover boys for the series. It's weird that we didn't get a Pokemon Z. A Pokemon Z. Whatever you want to call it. It's weird. But, hey, I'm here for it anyway. Regardless. So, with these ones, like, it's so hit or miss with legendary Pokemon because my rationale is, like, either they are mysterious and legendary enough that I feel like I have to respect them and not eat them, or I don't care. And in the case of these guys, I'll say for Xerneas and Yveltal in particular, if I were forced to, I think I could eat these guys, right? They just make it in there. Like, it would have to be literally the last resort for my survival. Or if I had to eat it to save someone else. I don't know. Weird places we're going here. As for Zygarde, this guy is weird. Like, in all of his forms, Zygarde is weird to me because, like, he does change. And it's like, apparently he's supposed to be a reference to Cell from the Dragon Ball series. Which I can believe because he gets stronger by absorbing, like, his counterparts, which for Cell is Android 17 and 18, and in this case it's Xerneas and Yveltal. So there's that parallel. But the thing about Cell is he's kind of gross to me. He's cool, but there's something about him where it's like, I don't want to touch him. He seems like it feels like I'll get sick. Monkey Brain says stay away. And it's the same thing for Zygarde as well. So I'm just gonna say I would not eat him, if only because there's just something. It's like it's uncanny, and I can't explain it, but I do not feel safe eating this Pokemon. Then we have Diancie in its regular and Mega form. It's just you can't eat it. It's a rock Pokemon, right? It's a diamond Pokemon, so you cannot eat Diancie. That one was easy. I wish they were all that easy. As for Hoopa. Doesn't matter what form Hooper is in, I think I just would not eat it, because it is based on, like, a Djinn, and I would not mess with one of those. I don't think, if only because it is a Djinn, and, like, a paranormal world hopper, I wouldn't want to put it inside my stomach lest it find a way to escape my body and then rip me asunder. I don't know what Hooper is capable of, and I would rather never find out. Then, lastly on this list, we have Volcanion, our first fire-water type in the entire series. And he looks like he is made of a material that I cannot sink my teeth into. So even though I don't really care for his legendary status. I don't think he is worthy of my respect, for want of a better way of putting it. I just don't think he's edible. So there it is. And with that, we have rated all of the Pokemon from Gen 6, that is X and Y, of which there is a surprisingly small amount. And that's okay, whatever. All of these Pokemon were really cool, I'm just gonna say, and I loved playing through X and Y for the first time ever. It was an amazing experience. Interesting to see that of all of these Pokemon, there are not a lot that I am confident that I would eat. There's like 3 different lines of Pokemon that I would actually eat from this gen. And yeah, quite a few I wouldn't. So there you go. Comment down below, guys, which ones you would eat and tell me why. Which ones wouldn't you eat? Same story. If you enjoyed this video today, then make sure to give it a like and subscribe. Hit the bell. Share it with your friends. Do all that good stuff that you do for the YouTubers that you watch. Except, you know, like, actually do it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching today, Ragamuffins. I really enjoyed making this video today. I will see you guys next time. Have a good one.